gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Space Engineers. I am your host, Quantator. Quantator, say hello. Oh, immediately took damage. Alright, really quick. First and foremost, you'll notice some stuff has moved on the base. John, I appreciate you acknowledging my problems and lacking of reading to struggle. And yes, hitting stuff with my face is the #1 solution to all problems. Let's see, Chad. I have too much too much weight behind the center of the mass. Worse when the cargo container gets full. Let's see, make it harder to keep the front wheels on the ground, especially in lower gravity, since it's a rover converted from a base. Base plus base equals race. And it goes all over the place. You should name it Squirrel. The Squirrel Race. You know what? The Squirrel Race might be the winning name. Speaking of winning name, you guys are not helpful in the slightest bit. Only in that... Let's see. That's not the right button. Give me just a second. Let me do that so I'm not sitting here taking food down and all that fun stuff. Blah 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 blah. Let's see, community. Man, this is sometimes navigating. Ah, there's a poll. Here it is. Click. You guys aren't helpful. The Marist Pirates got no votes, so that's good. The Half-Baked Brigade, 33%. Home Fries, 33%. And the Pirates au gratin. I'm gonna cast the ultimate vote here, and I believe our new faction is going to be the Pirates au gratin. The PAG. And ooh, this is already perfect. Look at that. It's perfect. I just need to change the color. Let's do like a orange, decal orange, and let's do like a teal, too green. That's perfect. Look at that. Pirates au gratin, hell bent on revenge. We're gonna accept peace for right now. That's just what we're doing. All right, so there you go. That's the vote on that. Oh, wrong button. Pause again so I can go back to what I was reading. Let's see. Clyde, let's see. Good job. 2 front wheels too close, 2 back wheels too close. You need to spread them out at least 3 spaces, otherwise cause problems. Bad things at locking up. Let's see. 4 mods. You use tank tracks, tank track builds, and tank track API framework. And then tank tracks over vanilla wheels. So I guess some of them, one of them is like an extra tread look, and then the rest are the actual. I think I got them installed properly, so that's good. Tank track Maru just has different cleats. I got you. Let's see. What else? Cloud. Let's see what else. Parts close to the top. As soon as you can, the balance part. All right. All right, I got you. So, 2 people commenting about my rover's center of mass. So what we're going to do today, we're going to finish the rover, and we're going to go get some materials. But really quick, we're going to cut to a time lapse. I did some base work, and you should see that right about now. So let's see. The timing starts right now. Okay, now that that's done, that's what we did. We have ourselves a new turret controller right there, and we got ourselves some solar panels and some guys making some stuff up there. So we are doing the power situation. We've got that going, and we also have at least 2 of those running. We've got to get some more parts. We are currently out of silicon, and I believe we're also out of a few. I think we might be out of iron too. Let me see. Let's find out. Yeah, we don't have a lot of iron left. So, really quick, let's go get ourselves some rock just to plop in there for the silicon. And then I guess I'm gonna have to make a run over to the iron mine to pick up some iron without the rover, and then we'll come back. I'm gonna go ahead and eat that. There we go. Let's get this done real quick. So what's my plan today? So first and foremost, what do we have so far? Battery, check. Rotor. Ah, yes. Got this. We also got this. We technically also got camera and technically turret control. So power situation I think is mostly solved. We probably could add another battery, but for now we are mostly solved. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna run over here really quick. We're gonna grab ourselves some iron the old-fashioned hand way, and then I'm going to come back while that's processing. I'm going to go ahead and work on fixing up the rover the rest of the way. I did get it to a point where it's usable, but as it was pointed out by Clyde, the weight towards the back is going to make it harder for the wheels to stay on the ground. So let's go ahead and get ourselves some sweet, sweet iron. And then while we have this, we should, oh, where's my hole? Ah, there we go. While we have this, we run out and we go get ourselves the rover taken care of. I think we can do this pretty quick. I'm pretty sure. And that's only because I know for a fact that we get this thing knocked out and down out of the way. So with the solar thing going, this will be really good for getting ourselves a nice little food situation. We're going to have some extra ones obviously on the front once we get enough of all the materials for that. So really, I don't even know what's lingering in my stuff, but I'm pretty sure I need probably small steel tubes, interior plate. See, I could technically grab that, and I could technically, you know, I'm not gonna do that. Let's grab this, grab this, grab this, this. I don't need that last one, but we can put those into production at the very least. And then, yeah, we've got to do some rover changes because Clyde is right. This is incorrect, but I did add this button, which I think I did last time. So now we've got ourselves a way to work on this thing, which is very useful. Let's go ahead and grab, I want to get all the settings for this guy copied, and then I can figure out how I'm going to do this. I think I have an idea. I think we're going to knock this off, knock this off, knock that off. Perfect. And I think in order to make sure that we're sticking that right there, I think we could do this guy right here. Nope, wrong block. Let's see. This guy right here. There we go. Do that, and do that. Let's see, we need some blocks, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix the front wheels, and let's go ahead and grab all the stuff we needed for this. Get that welded up, this welded up, and this guy welded up. So we should be making enough food right now to do some stuff right. Let's get this rover part done, and then we'll go to the next thing. Alrighty, look at this. We got this. We got that. We got this. We got the front end of this bad boy set up. Go ahead and turn those off. We do need an antenna, which we can go get from that unknown signal right there. What do we have in our inventory? Let's see. I don't know. I think we can probably take that off the bar for a second. Okay, there's all that. Now, throw all the crap back in there. We don't really need that, but if we go here, now that we've got this, so you should press F to, nope, I'm sorry. Tank tracks mod, aim at the vehicle, check. For some reason it's saying no, you can't. Vehicle tracks on neutral or enemy vehicles. This is not a neutral or enemy vehicle, this is my vehicle. Drop on, production, faction, info. Let's see, we'll bring that up. Okay. I should own this vehicle, do I not? Yeah, it's mine. Actually, I don't have a transfer ownership. Okay, let's try this again. So tank truck mod, press F, and then you just click, 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 and then F to finalize. Boom, treads. Same with over here. Come over here, press F. You click, 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 and then you press F to finalize. And then if you wanted to remove them for whatever reason, you would just, I believe, R? No, right click. No, left middle mouse button, remove wheels. Oh yeah, you press R and it just is gone. So then go back, bop, bop, and then finalize. Now, that is that. That's how we do those things. And it looks like, for some reason, the steel tubes, I think they're unfinished because of the unfinished wheel. But that's okay. We don't care. Steering off, steering off. Is this also off? No, this is steering on. Okay. So let's try steering on, brake on. Okay, perfect. So now we got this. Let's go get, what do we need? We need silicon. We need silicon. So what we could do, we found some, did we not? We did, that moon iron. So let's give this guy a test drive, shall we? I'm gonna come in here, eat one more of those bad boys, get in this thing. Lights on. Oh, you know what we should do really quick? Turn off our headlights on our head. And then we need that antenna. Neat. Little baby antenna, check. Where are we gonna throw this stupid thing? Let's stick you, oh, we already have one, because I'm dumb. Show ship name. I think we already did this. I don't remember when I did this. We already did that, so there you go. Got ourselves a name for the antenna right there. I'm just gonna go ahead and stick that right there. I'm going to dump everything back in there. Perfect. And yeah, we're gonna go get some silicon. That's what we're gonna do. Actually, we might be able to grab all of the pieces that we were trying to grab. Sans the... Okay. We're just gonna take those off the bars, what's gonna happen, because I think it's messed up. So, now. Move the solar panel, did some stuff, we got ourselves a connector. Let's go ahead and go get ourselves some silicone. That's what I think we're gonna do. Now, I do have a gyro that is not currently functioning. So let's figure out why that is. Gyroscope. Ah, override off. There we go. Now, I think we should be able to go get some silicone and stuff. Although I did say I was going to go get that unknown signal. I should probably do that first. Oh, goodness gracious. This thing is wonky. That's okay. Why do I have lights facing downwards? That's very strange. We're going to park it here. We're going to go get this unknown signal before it disappears. We're going to make like the wind bullseye. That's not bright like the wind. Right, like the wind bullseye. That's what we're going to do. We got our rover finished. Check. It's got tracks because I learned how to do the thing off stream so that you guys didn't have to suffer with me. And I read, John. I read. I did it. And then we did a little quick base power and stuff we can always add to that. Obviously, food is the next major production. And then I think we need to make the base airtight, which is, oh crap. The good news is this thing is careening towards a planet. And by good, I mean that's not good at all. Faster, 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 faster. The valuable stuff first. There it is. What is that? What is that? This led us on a stray goose chase. What is... Guys. I don't know. To tell you the truth, I don't know exactly why this is here, but that's an interesting find. Um, you know, for all the moon helicopters, very important to have moon helicopters. I don't think.
Inventory full.
Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Is there anything?
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Hey, some ammo. Put this there. We kind of need all this stuff. This is
Inventory
unfortunate.
full.
You know what we should do? Wait, yep. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're going to. That's the helicopter trash. Let's get back to ground zero. How far did we travel? Okay, 3 kilometers. That's not too bad. I normally would take the rover over here, but I think that's going to disappear before then. And I was trying to be fast. And I didn't anticipate stumbling across a downed helicopter on the moon. One of the many quirks of comical comical off-scrapping, I guess, is probably what that's a result of. But I enjoy it. It's definitely worth the. It's definitely worth it. Let's go and put that in there. Put that in there. Let's go ahead and refill some of this stuff really quick. Grab a bite. I'm going to eat this slop, and it's going to do damage to me, but it should give me more. Oh, never mind. I'm wrong. I'm mistaken. I thought. Uh-oh. 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 Okay. We have a different problem now. God dang. I thought. It doesn't matter what I thought. I thought that the slop would do damage. I didn't know that it would also tank all of my health and my hunger parts. So that's great. And, you know, very useful. Super helpful stuff there. Get our health back really quick. And then I'm going to run back to the base. I'm going to grab a ramen because we now need food. And then I'll go pick up that scrap. And then I'll go blah, 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 blah. We'll go knock all the things out that we were trying to knock out before. Okay. So we have at least food coming back. Let's get to ground zero. I'll grab a robin. Let's go get the rest of that scrap. And then let's go get us some freaking silicon so I can finish this thing out. I need food. Uh, Please tell me I have at least one ramen left. I do. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and grab that now. Once I can eat it, I will. I'm going to go ahead and head to that scrap. Where was it? Helicopter trash. Perfect. Eat that ramen now. What do we got over there? Missile frigate. Missile frigate, and then we still have that stupid thing that killed us last time. I do want to take revenge on it, but I also don't want to take revenge on it, if you know what I mean. Like, part of me thinks it's important to do the revenge thing, but I also know that I don't want to die horribly. So that's kind of what I'm. Those are my two main goals: don't not die horribly, and yeah. Okay, this is a lot of scrap. And if we weren't just starting out, I would say it's probably not even worth most of it, but we are definitely not in a position to be anything when it comes to scrap. Being picky. Like I could be like, oh, I really wish this was a full medical bay or something, but that's gonna be real heavy. I don't even know where all this thing. What do we got there? Hey, that's useful. And I could technically, if there's a battery on it, I could technically take this battery back to the base, I think, or back to the rover. Okay, so far so good. Oop. Think I could carry this whole thing back? That'd be pretty funny. Just freaking haul this thing away now that I know how to use grabby hands a little bit better-ish. Although, it doesn't feel like I actually do know how to use it better. Man, whoever designed this thing is very, very good. Alright. Chopping everything down. I wonder, obviously I couldn't fly it, but that's an interesting thing. Like come across a helicopter, have to use it. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take this battery, I think. I think that's the idea. There we go. Where are we going? Are we going the right way? Or not? Where is... Oop. Well, there goes that. I don't think I'm going to recover this battery. I'm going to throw it at my rover. Oh, let's see if it explodes. It may explode. Yep. Guys, this is the best right here. This is... Oh, I think we lost it. That battery's gone. Well, you know, what do you do? Okay, ground zero, which means the rover should be right over here. There it is, 1,000 meters. Okay, we got nickel. Do we have W? Oh, platinum is not helpful. I also was thinking about one of the rules for this round, guys, would be probably to one of the rules I was also thinking about would be potentially to have it set so that, let me go ahead and delete that GPS coordinates for the helitrash. Have the rules set so that I can't use anything but hydrogen power as far as thrusters go. And maybe even like, obviously I can't use wind power on the moon, so that's not really an issue right now. But if we go to a different planet, which is always an option, it's never not an option. We would probably, like, I could limit the thing and be like, oh, instead of like being able to use wind power on another planet, like I must use hydrogen power. That could be fun. Could also be terrible. We'll see how it goes. I think I edited this thing specifically to do what Chad was saying, where you, the wheels, the forward wheels have more push than the rear wheels, so it seems to be behaving a little bit better than normal. Only just. That being said, I probably ought to put a hydrogen engine on this on the off chance bad things happen. Whoa, this is dangerous. What do we think of it? Oh, you wanted to call this, what did he say? The squirrel race? It needs like a cool military name. So let's pause for a second. I'm gonna lock the brakes down so that when it stops. All right, let's go production, nope, info. The squirrel race. So let's see, we could do SQRRL race. What if I'm gonna come up with something, but I like that we're keeping the name, but I'm gonna see if I can't use a little bit of brain power later and maybe make up an acronym like Scout, Scout, Super Quantum Reconnaissance, Rigmarole. Oh, let's see if we can do it. This was stupid, but we're gonna try it anyway. Yeah, stunt driving. That's a big hole that I'm about to get stuck in, and I'm going to be very unhappy about. I need to be a little bit more careful about how I do my little jumping jumps, because that is an excellent way to lose a rover that I just spent all my time getting going. And the other downside to that is this is currently my respawn point. So I should be a little more careful, but I am not listening to that advice to myself, is what's happening. So there's silicon. Perfect. Once we land, let's see if we can't get ourselves a little bit of silicon really quick. All right. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I was like, oh, you know what I should do? I should dig at least a little bit so I can have some of the stone because I can use the stone to do some stuff. But no, that'd be terrible. It would take me 14 hours to get to the silicon. There we go. Perfect. I don't know if we're gonna have a silicon mine, but this is an excellent location specifically for silicon and our purposes right now. And then let's see. Put that in there like so. Beautiful. We're gonna get one more load just to make sure that it's a valuable trip. And then I'll probably, let's just do a quick time lapse to get us back to the thing and see how well the squirrel does, the squirrel race does in action. We'll do some action shots and not at all crash and explode because nothing bad happens when you're doing action shots, I've learned. That's the secret. Also, what do you guys think of the new intro? New-ish intro, obviously. It's much like that one intro I did for episode 1, but I did a little bit extra flair. Let's grab one more thing of silicon, and then we're going to cut. Well, we'll just do this. We'll just start the time lapse now. Starting, yeah, go. We got back. We didn't crash. It seems like that's a victory. What else we got? More of that and that. Probably put that there. Don't need to stack those things together. Okay. So let's do really quick. Now we've got that done. I have no idea how long we've been going, but now that we've got that done, let's dump all that in there. Let's go get this really quick. I think I should be able to turn off my jetpack and sail a little bit while I eat a bit more. They changed, I know with some rebalancing, they changed the fill value of kelp crisps, so they're no longer the super sustainable snack that we once had. So we need to start planning for better food. Obviously, that is going to take a lot of work, and I'm not really sure what that looks like. We don't even have a farm, but we're just going to have to subsist on kelp crisps and the stuff that we get. We might have to go buy some stuff, maybe from the economy station, so that we don't just have no food on board all the time. That's the only thing I could think of that might be helpful. I bet you this is a spinny boy. It is. I'm super excited by this. Yep. Come on. Oh my god. Damn it. Got it. Let's see. Grab that. Hey, a meal pack. What do we got? 15% hardtack. We're going to eat the hardtack. And it's going to do damage to me, I think. Yeah, it does. That's okay. Food is food. Let's see. Beautiful. Got that. Now, let's go take a look real quick at the base. I'm thinking we need to set up a situation so that I can dock the vehicle to it. We don't know what that's going to look like. I have an idea of what it's going to look like, but I don't know for sure what it's going to look like. Where's ground zero? We're going the wrong way. We get that knocked out really quick. I didn't do the base edition when I was doing the rest of the stuff. I probably ought to have. I should have just been like, oh, we gotta add to the base. little starter basic base. And then we probably need to think about taking that supply depot because it's already airtight, and that would probably be a good idea. But then it's a lot of, it's just, there's lots of little things we should be doing, thinking blah blah blah, versus things we're actually doing, thinking blah blah blah. So that is the struggle as it stands. I think we're gonna do, okay, we're gonna do something simple. We're gonna get in this guy here. We're gonna move you out of the way a little bit. Thank you. And then we need probably, let's get ramps. Let's just do this for now. We're just gonna have, you know what? I know this counts as the same slope as the ramps, and it's probably just overall less blocks. That'll be fine. And I don't have to have, like, I'll probably need a block right there. Maybe one right there, and probably one right there. But I don't need one right there for the time being. So then we should be able to come over here. Let's go ahead and back this up. I don't have a camera, so that's gonna be, oh, we definitely need to be further out than this. Yep. Okay. Okay. And there we go. There's that. Okay, so now what we need to do, we probably can just, that's almost 2 blocks high, but we're not going to do that. We're gonna take the hard way, because that's, where would we be if we didn't take the hard way? Okay. How do we want to convert this? I don't know. I don't know. What we should do, this. So there you go. Do this. What color are we using right now? Oh, we don't have, we're not doing Bob, so we don't really need a pink, but let's go ahead. Nope, I don't need to do that. Dang it. How do I want to do this? I did it, remember in our survival series, I did it in that, and I just honestly cannot remember. I can't remember exactly what we did, but I know it was something. Add medium head, I think that's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. Alright, so then we did this, and then we need interior plate, which we have some. Perfect. I think we need interior plate. Jeez, I don't know. Let's point this up. Like, let's go to, what are we, negative? So the negative, the lower limit will do negative 30 is what we want. And then what I can do is I can run, there we go. Perfect, like that. And then now we need another one of these guys. And then, so we take this guy up. We're going to need this to be 31%. Seems perfect. And then this guy can be velocity. I think it's going to be, oh, dang it. Okay, there's that. So now I need to get, once again, I need to get in this vehicle and move it. Oh, crap. This is where it happens. This is where bad things happen. A meteor's gonna nuke our stuff, and I'm gonna be super upset by it. But it's okay. It is what happens, whether we want it to or not. It be the problem. Okay, so let's do. We definitely want to share inertial tensors, and we're gonna call this guy squirrel connector. Oop, nope. It's gonna be squirrel base connector. There we go. Now, get into here. Drive forward a little bit. Drive back a little bit. Turn off the headlights. We don't need them all on. Come on, a little bit faster. Ugh. Okay. Oh, we're way off. Oof. Oh, we are way off. Okay, well, the good news is we know exactly how to fix that problem. I think. We just crank this until it goes all the way up. Let's see, we're gonna say 45 looks like the, nope, it's gonna be 50 is the answer. And I know, I can hear you guys saying right now, like, oh, look, it's like, Tater, it's already, but I need it to be, I want it to be perfect. I don't need it to be perfect. I want it to be perfect. So let's go to 60. And then this guy here, 60. If not perfect, good enough. And I like good enough. So then we can switch lock. Hey, look at that. And then, because we've got this thing connected finally, I can come over here. Oh my God. Jump up and get down. And I can say heal. And the other thing I can do I have, I think I did. I thought I had a programmable block somewhere, but I don't think I do. Let's see. I don't. Okay. So then but I can come in here and I can say, look, now we need to make us some delicious kelp crisps. Let's start with 10. That should be good there. Perfect. And then what we could do, we do need a programmable block. So that's, what block do I have that on? I have that on this one here. 3. We're gonna put this right here. What's the programmable block going to be for? I'll tell you what it's going to be for. It's going to be for the goat. Because we're going to need that at some point. Just to get everything sorted. But we're not going to mess with that right this second. I think, man, that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I think we've made some progress. Let's see what we've got so far. So, food. We're not out of. So how many? We need X. Let's say at least 4. I think that should be enough right now. And then plus the 2 small ones. And then basic survival kit on base instead of in Rover only, because that seems like a real terrible idea. Oh, you know what? This line item copy is not. That's not for that. Foothold. So survival kit. We don't do that. Shower bed. Hey, okay. H2O2. This is done. We got that. Refill station. That is done. We already have survival kit set there. Dumbass buggy. We also got the new and improved squirrel. To be determined. TBD. Name for the merry band. We did get that. We are now the Pirates Are Rotten. That's perfect. And build base, capture base. We haven't decided on this. This is going to be something I got to leave back up to you guys. But for all of this power, we can knock that out of our to-dos and put this in the to-done column. Got ourselves, this has been done. We can take that out of the list and put this in the to-done column. Look at that, beautiful. And we got ourselves a name. Also in the to-done column. And this, got ourselves that. So hey, look at that. We've made some progress. That's pretty dang good, I'd say. So next time, now that we have a rover and the rover is connected in a wonky way, we need to make this thing airtight. That's what I want to do. I want to build an airtight structure for our sweet base. I'm also going to, we're going to build a monument to this thing right here. Of course we are. That's what we do. That's the initial crash site of the pod, so we're just going to do that. As far as the initial base goes, we have one other thing we need to do. Foothold, small basic base, we need to add, we need at least get the goat online. That's the next thing. Oh, and turret. Oh, here we go. Turret to blast bad rocks. There we go. We've got some changes. We've done some things. We've got some changes. I think that works. From a standpoint, we definitely gonna have to figure out how to make this airtight. I think we're gonna utilize this port here for the airtightedness. So that means we're gonna have to come out at least 2 blocks on this side. I want to encase this in glass somehow, so we'll have to figure out what that looks like. I'm not super worried about that. It's just something I want to do. Yeah. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we can probably come up really quick and knock a couple items off the list by just clicking that, that, and then we come down here, we collect all of that stuff that has not been put into production for whatever reason. We have more food production online. That's going to be great. Got more of this and more of this. Those things there. Let's go down here and grab some more stuff. Successful. That's great news. And then we probably don't need to right this second, but if we come over here and we get this is the last thing I'm doing before I sign off for the day. I keep saying that. Last thing we need to do here is we'll go ahead and grab the components for that. That way, when it's time to slap the Gatling cannon on there, it doesn't, you know, cause me too much strife. Perfect. We might add some extra batteries. I don't know. I might do that off stream. If I do, I'm just going to put them kind of where the other ones are at. I'm just going to continue the line across. So maybe here and here I put a battery in. In fact, nope. We'll just go ahead and do that right now. So stick all that stuff in there. We've got that. Look at that. We've got ourselves quite a bit of work done. I think we probably could really quick. Just there we go. So we can walk around. But that's it, guys. I think we did some great work here. I think it's nighttime. Next one we'll start the day off sleeping. But look at that. We got ourselves a rover, a base in the dark. You know what? For the screenshot, we probably ought to just let's summon the powers of Ra. Blah 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 blah. The sun's the wrong direction. That's okay. We'll take that screenshot now, and then we'll go back and we'll unsummon the powers of Ra. Beautiful. Look at that. Ooh. Didn't think that through all the way. All right, guys. If you enjoyed this, you know what to do. I appreciate your comments as always. John, always use your face to fix stuff, man. That's just the way. That's the way the tater do. Clyde, appreciate your comments and helps with the track stuff. That was very helpful. In addition to my reading, your comments helped me as well. Liking the name, Chad. We're gonna go with the squirrel. I'm gonna find a cool way to make it sound cool. Um, and then yeah, that's it. If you enjoyed this, I already said that, so that's good. You don't have to worry about doing that. And what else? What else do we got? I think it is about that time. So I will catch you later, taters. And as always, be kind. Remember to uh, cold treat your home, I guess. I don't know. And stay ornery. Bye.